Hi guys, Ralkero here. Welcome to a bit of a short series that I'm gonna do. What this is, if you can already tell by the title, I'm gonna be doing all of the cups from Mario Kart 64, getting only first place. I'm doing this not for any particular reason, but mostly just because I felt like going back and playing this game some more, because I played it recently with a friend and I just remembered how much fun it was. But I'm mostly preaching to the choir when I say things like that, because I don't think I need to tell anyone how much fun Mario Kart 64 is. We'll get to the gameplay here in a second, but I just want to, stay off topic just a little bit longer. The big thing I like most about Mario Kart 64 and why I mostly chose this game is because I really like the fact that the NPCs, they get a lot less help from the actual game itself, or the AI. Their AI helps them a lot less than in newer games, because you'll notice that if you play Mario Kart Wii, a lot of times, even if you get the best starting boost in each race, the NPCs will still stay caught up with you, and it won't matter. And that was a really bad banana peel hit right there on my part. So, yeah, a lot of times it's just, it's a lot more skill based, and there are a lot less items. So it's a lot, it's a whole lot easier to really base it upon your level of driving skill and how well you actually steer the carts. And I like to think that I'm pretty good at that. Alright, anyway, onto the gameplay here. So, yeah, on this race I didn't unfortunately get the starting boost, so that's a little it's neither here nor there. It's mostly just, whatever. Especially on 50cc, because in 50cc, even if you make a bunch of mistakes in the race, you're really not going to have that much trouble, because NPCs, it's hard for them to keep up anyway. I mean, for the most part, I don't have much trouble, and you'll see later that even regardless of me saying this, I still have a bit of trouble later on, because they'll still overtake me a couple of times, and I'll make some mistakes, and I'll get hit by a couple of items. There's some close calls. The second race and the third race, I think, in particular, were very close calls. So, as you can see, of course, I got first. You wouldn't be seeing this if I didn't. So, yeah, that's one race out of 4 done. Yeah, and for the most part, this game doesn't really, it punishes you a lot less for certain things than the newer games in the series do, and that's what I like most about it. Yeah, here I still don't get the boost, unfortunately. I know how you have to get it. I'm pretty sure as soon as the blue lights, you have to hold down the A button. And I felt like I was doing that properly, but I'm not really sure why I didn't get it. So, again, still doesn't really matter. Still going to win each race. Again, you wouldn't be seeing this if I didn't. Yeah, in this track, a lot of people think it risky to go through the mole. How do you say that? The mole hills? I think that's what they're called. In order to stay on the inside, but for the most part, I don't think it's that unsafe. I mean, it can be. It can be a little annoying if you get hit, but in general, as long as you steer away from the molehills, you're really not going to get hit that often. It's really not going to matter. And like I said before, not to repeat the same thing over and over, but it's still very easy to overtake the NPCs, and they're really not going to be that much of a threat until about 100cc, I'd say. So, that's 100cc is probably, I don't think it's completely required to start using drifts on 100cc. It kind of just depends on your skill level, I think. If your skill level is a little lower than average, then you may want to consider, you know, trying to drift a little more in the earlier CCs, just to save yourself a little bit of grief, you know, due to going off the side of the road and getting into the grass, and you know, in a couple of races later on, that'll prove to be problematic for me. I haven't recorded it yet, but when I get to specifically my favorite track in the entire game, Mario Raceway, that's always a problem for me on that track, but I still love it anyways. The music is really great, and the track layout is one of my personal favorites. Alright, so on this track, what I generally try to do, my strategy is, I like to keep to the, well, on every track I suppose, to keep just to as far left as I can, because the track generally goes in the left direction. You know, obviously there are exceptions, but you know, I don't usually go for this this, what do you call it, the shortcut. I don't go for the shortcut very often. I think it's a lot more risky, and even if you do get it, the reward isn't really that big. You know, you save a bit of time. You get fairly far ahead. You know, if you can get it consistently on every lap, then you know, more power to you. But in general, I feel like it's, you know, it's really not that, you know, not that necessary to get. I'm not sure which way is faster actually, going to the left or to the right on that. You can see over on the map, on the topmost portion of the map where there's that circle, where you can go left or right just after the start line. Yeah, you can see I went for it there and failed, unfortunately. I got really close. I felt like I was going to make it. I don't know which one of those directions is faster, but I don't think it's ever mattered for me. You know, I mean, that came out wrong. I don't think it's ever I don't think it really is that big of a difference, if there is one at all. For all I know, it could be the exact same length. Yeah. Alright, so we're on the final lap here, and you'll see that this is one of those close call races that ends up, you know, being kind of a photo finish, you know, quote unquote. And I think if I remember correctly, throughout this whole circuit, not circuit, this whole cup, I think Toad and Bowser are the two big threats to me. They're the ones who really get closest to beating me, or to, you know, taking away first. And you can see I went for the shortcut again there. I wanted to go for it, but I unfortunately screwed up the positioning before I got to the ramp, and I just decided, okay, never mind, I'll just get on the ramp and boost away. I get hit by the crab here, and this is what I'm talking about. You can see just how close Toad got. I finished probably a couple milliseconds before he came over the finish line, and he would have easily, he could have very easily taken me right out if I had, you know, maybe turned a different direction or something along those lines. You know, that's something you can't say for other games, I think, too. You know, to a certain extent, I'd say it's most evident in the newest two entries, Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8, that there's really a lot less close calls in those games, because I think that I think it mostly comes down to just the NPCs getting handicaps, and that there's just a lot more items in those games, and it's a lot easier to, you know, NPCs have a lot more options to mess you up when it comes to getting item boxes. And unfortunately, I don't slow down enough here before the train. I thought I was going to be able to do it, and I take a bit of a risk here and go across the desert. I end up regretting this because I came out behind the fourth player, or the fourth placer, or I guess I could just say the name. You know, I came out behind the person in fourth place, I believe. No, I came out in fourth place, didn't I? Regardless, it didn't work out great, but you know, it's not so bad. As far as items go, the triple red shell is easily probably the best item in this game, I would say. You know, probably second only to the No, actually, I gotta say, I think I like the triple red shell a little bit more than even the golden mushroom, because it really saved me quite a lot. Like I did a couple of practice runs before recording, and it really saved me a couple of times. It was the sole reason why I won almost two races before, and yeah, so very close calls with that. But the red shells, they definitely are what I would call the most valuable item. And if you're so inclined to leave what your best item is in the comment section and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, and give me your opinions on what I talk about if you like. I'm always interested to hear what other people think about this, because I'm not the only voice out here. I'd like to hear anything that you'd like to say, even if it's just even if it's not related to the game. Just come on and say hi. It's cool. So as you can see, we're on the third lap, about to finish, and it's not going to be that close. I'm pretty sure something interesting happens here at the end. I don't remember what, but I don't think it really I don't think I really end up feeling jeopardized. Yeah, no, nothing really amazing happens. Alright, so there it is. 4 out of 4 races done. First place each time. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop commentating now. If you'd like, you can stay around and watch the ending sequence. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we will take on the Flower Cup. Take care, everyone.
I'm Luigi, number 1.